Hey Cactus friends, it's Jenny from Cookies Cacti. As you can tell, I am back at the house because this is my pergola area that you all are very familiar with. I thought that today I will do an update on my first and only grafts that we've been following for now 2 years. So this is actually the 2-year update of these. I think these are all Copiapoa scions. So I did a video a couple years ago showing me trying to graft for the first time, and then we did an update video last year, and so this is the 2-year update. We've got good news and we've got bad news, which is why I want to show you this. I am not a grafting expert by any means. In fact, I am still a beginner. This is the only round of successful grafting that I have ever done. I tried rescuing some Copiapoa from my huge die-off last year and it didn't go well. So these are my first and only grafts that actually took. They are on one of 2 types of graft stock. One is Tricochereus grandiflora, which I purchased from Home Depot. You can see that, all the spiky stalks here. And the second kind of stock is Polaskia chichipe, which you can see here and you can see here. So you can tell pretty easily the 2 different types of graft stock. So these grafts were doing fine last year. This year they're not, and I just noticed it fairly recently. Now, I haven't been spending much time at the house, and a lot of you know why. I've been at my parents' place a lot. But I was out here checking on the plants one evening and I noticed something was wrong. So let me show you. The first plant that I noticed something was wrong was this plant. Okay, so you see how there's pups growing off of the stalk. So I've been picking the pups off and then trying to propagate them. Supposedly the theory is that the plant then would redirect all its growing energy into the scion rather than growing the pups. So this one actually should be taken off, which you just kind of twist it and it comes off. This was the plant that I first noticed something was strange. Can you see there? Here, hold on a second. One hand is holding the microphone, so I only have one free hand. You see there? Let me zoom in. I noticed there was a gap forming here. Like something is not right. So it's almost like the scion is separating from the stalk. Do I know what's happening? No. Does anybody else know? That doesn't look good. And I'm not doing anything about it, which is probably not great, but it is what it is. So if anybody knows what's going on here, let me know. But it looks like the graft is failing. And the other thing that you can see the top of the Copiapoa? It looks kind of shrunken, which makes me feel like it's not getting nutrients or it's not getting water. Or basically, it feels like the graft is separating. So this was the first sign I saw that something was wrong. Now let me show you even more. So this is on the Tricochereus stock. Okay, we've got a little bit of a problem. There's mosquitoes out here. I'm going to have to move this operation indoors. All right, we are back. We are indoors in a space that many of us Cookies Cacti friends are very familiar with. Space that has been transformed, unfortunately. But okay, let's get back to this graft update. So this was the plant I showed you while we were outside with that gap between the scion and the graft stock. So something's not right with this. Now let me show you another one that I saw recently that doesn't look good. By the way, I think this is a Copiapoa grandiflora as the scion, one of my seedlings. These are all my seedlings, the scions. So here's another one, also on a Tricochereus grandiflorus. If I zoom in, you see how there's like black on the graft stock? Like some sort of fungus or something. This scion is a Copiapoa olivana, and you can see all of the scions have grown, significantly since our 1-year update from last year. But now let me turn this around and I'll show you the problem on the other side. Uh-oh. It's rotting. Why? The graft stock looks good. It's like it got a fungal infection or something. It's rotting. Some of you are probably going to tell me that I can save the top. I had to have to cut off the top again and graft it to something else. I don't know what happened. So another one that's failing. And then, let's see, this one is looking okay. This is a Lembeckii scion, Copiopoa calderana lembeckii. The scion looks okay, but the graft stalk, you see the stalk? Something's not right with the stalk. I don't know if it's rotting or if it's dying. Let me get a stick and we'll poke it. Sorry, I'm one-handed. It feels soft when I press it. Something's not right with the stalk here. The scion is still looking good though, but something's wrong. This is also Tricochereus grandiflorus stalk. So I feel like this one's, the graft itself, you know, where it connects seems like it's okay, but something's wrong with the stalk. So this is the third plant having some problems. I think the rest of them are actually okay. Let me rearrange this real quick. This one, I think the scion is a Copiopoa desertorum, also one of my seedlings. It has this, you see it's not green, the stalk. I feel like this is some sort of illness. See how like it's discolored like this? There's something wrong with the stalk, I think. Tricochereus grandiflorus, again. But if we look at it, it looks okay. Or does it? I think, yeah, it feels firm. It's okay. Scion looks okay. They are growing kind of funny. They're kind of like long and tall rather than compact and fat. This one looks like it's okay, but definitely this discoloration on the stalk is kind of strange. But the stalk looks nice and like plump. The scion looks healthy. So this one seems okay. And then we have two more which are on a different stalk. These two are on Polaskia chichipe. All of the graft stock I purchased from Home Depot. They're those little Altman like 2-inch pot plants. Now, the grafts on the Polaskia chichipe look fine. I don't see anything failing. I think this one is the scion is Copiopoa coquimbana KK1388. It has grown significantly. And if you look at the top, there are new spines coming in as well. So this is doing well. You can see previous probably fungal infections from the winter time. I think coquimbana I find to be susceptible to like a rust-like fungus. But the plant itself seems to be fine. So this one looks good. It's very strange. See how it's kind of narrow and very tall. Very strange. And then the last one is this one here on the left. Same stalk. Polaskia chichipe. The plant, let's take a look. I haven't really looked at these very closely. Looks good, stalk looks good. Scion is, look at the color. It looks nice and plump, but the color is yellow. Mostly yellow and then kind of green here. If you look at the video update from last year, this plant was a completely different color. By the way, I think this is Copiopoa mollicula. I don't know what is going on with it. I don't think it's variegation. I recommend go back to that 1-year update. You'll see this plant is almost like a purple green, and now it's completely different, and I don't understand why at all. Stalk looks good, scion looks good. So for some reason, I feel like the plants on the Tricochereus stock, the grafting is not doing so well long term, whereas the Polaskia chichipe, those plants are actually doing fine. So this is my 2-year update on my first and pretty much only successful grafts, which at this point is kind of half successful, so I don't know. I know many of you have way more grafting experience than I do, so welcome your opinions and theories on what is happening. And probably some of you are going to say I need to rescue these, but I just don't have I don't feel like it, to be honest. So we may just have to let these go. So that is the 2-year update on my grafts. Good news and bad news all mixed together, but isn't that life? So happy growing, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.